Let's play a guessing game. I am looking at something on the screen which you cannot see, which is a player leaving the club for absolutely free right now. You might know, you might have an idea, but can you guess before the intro finishes? Hey guys, and welcome back to the FIFA 21 West Ham United Career Mode, Episode 9, Season 2, and if you guessed correctly with Felipe Anderson, well done you. You get a pat on the back, which I'm giving myself because I already knew who it was, as he's going to Milan. I cannot stop that going through, but it's kind of a rocky start, but kind of a good one as well, as we do have games today. One very difficult one I know about, as we have Villa, West Brom, Liverpool, and depending on how much we get in January done, we might play Fulham, and we might even get onto the first leg away against Lille in the Europa League, but we really desperately need a central attacking midfield, and now we've lost Felipe Anderson for free, which he wasn't here last year, so he's only been here a little bit this year, so we can get a replacement in, I feel like, who is potentially better than him. I was letting his contract go down as well just a little bit because I was never too sure on him, and if you want to see my development plans here, this is mine for Issa Diop right now, 83 rated. The team's ratings are absolutely flying up despite us not getting the best of results lately, as we sit 9th in the Premier League going into Villa. And I actually am going to play this one as well. It's a bit of a risk simulating West Brom, then playing Liverpool, then simulating Fulham and playing Lille, but I've got to do it. I've got to put the cup on hold because the league needs to be a priority. As Felipe Anderson does leave to Milan, good luck going to play in international football as well, as he could have done here as well. So I've got scout reports back from Melendo. Don't really like the look of him. I do have my ideal replacement in mind, as Bayern Leverkusen wanting Issa Diop, rejected. And here's the players that I had in mind to get in. Junior's just made a move. Oscar's not as good as I thought he'd be. Melendo looks very decent, but I think his price is a little bit high, as I've got one player I do want to get who is very versatile. We've got Orsic, who I think is going to be the last one I get if I've got money left over. And Gavadio, when he's back next season, will partner with him, as this guy I want in the club, 25-year-old Alexander Golovin, the Russian international. Very, very good in the tournaments in real life, of course. The World Cup in Russia in 2018. Absolutely huge fan of him at Monaco, who crashed out in the Europa League this season. Does he want to make the switch to the Hammers? Let's see, shall we? So we've just got enough to afford him, I think. He is, or should be, going into his prime, as we'll offer exactly his evaluation, and if not, we can put that wage budget into our transfer and try and get him, as they want to go a little bit higher with a sell-on clause, and I will honestly accept it. I thought they were going to offer like 40 million. We'll try and get Golovin in. We're trying to get his big signing out of the way straight away here, because we do need Anderson replacing. Anderson, I think, leaves at the end of the season still, but if he's not going to be part of the plans moving forward, I want someone in front of him in line, so this guy will be perfect. Crucial role, it's a bit much, but I will accept him, Goncalves and Hammond in the cam positions. What a drastic change it is from Season 1, but a good change, I would say. It's a 3-year contract, 80 million release clause. That's fine by me. That's fine, making a lot of profit if he does decide to go as the wage. We'll give him 62, because we do need to improve it, and then 800 there, as hopefully he accepts that, and he does. Golovin's in. And before this game against Villa, who do sit just above us now, Wolves taken a leap above them because of the game in hand. We're going to go with this team. I think you know what it's going to be. Just the one change with Jagrowski in goal, Kufal, Zima, Diop and Aaron's looking very much stronger at the back now, with Hammond, Rice, Souček, Goncalves. This team seriously should not be in 9th, with Golovin in cam, come straight into the middle instead of Pedro, and Mayoral up front, because if we compare stats, look at that. He's only got shooting Goncalves better than Golovin, and that is by one stat. Literally, he costs 2 times the amount, and Golovin looks so much better. So glad we got him from Monaco, and even though he's cost us 35 million, looks like it could be a steal. Seems like Villa have made another signing as well, with the focus on the cameras, as Martinez in goal, Cash, Bastoni, Felipe and target. So yeah, Felipe at the back, Sanson, Palinha and Guimarães, with Watkins, Grealish and Trezeguet. It's actually a very solid Aston Villa lineup, that. Very, very solid. Guimarães, Felipe and Sanson, who of course was already at the club. Palinha, who cost 60 million from Sporting. Same time we got Goncalves. Villa mean business. And you can tell Villa mean business in real life as well. 11th place finish, good for the Villains, as Zima early on robs the ball off the defender and we have a little bit of a run on. This is a big grudge game, this, potentially for the Europa League next season. It's a good ball over the top to Goncalves, strikes it first time, and we could have been 1-up 15 minutes in. Yeah, good strike, but not to be, as Hammond heads that back down to Max Aarons, goes inside. Now onto Souček and Zima as he's going to try and get around the corner. Give it to Souček, who tackles his man as well. Thomas Souček running through. Just slurred my words a bit there as we've given it into Goncalves. Can he get one here? No, hits it straight at Paulinho. But we've started off the first couple of minutes very, very well against Villa here in what has been a slow opening 15. But we've had 2 shots since then as Trezeguet scored 13 goals this season as well. One of the graphics told me before the game, so definitely got to watch the Egyptian as Zima puts that through again now onto Golovin. Hopefully he has a good debut down the side to Kufal, as Kufal's got a chance to cross it here. Can he find anyone at the back post? No, he can't. And we've had 82% possession. That is wild after a couple of chances here, as Ollie Watkins with the ball now though, the villain striker, and a bad tackle, but the game goes on as Guimaraes tackle, but Declan Rice didn't leave it enough, as Kufal might even get butt from that one. It was a bit reckless from Vladimir, who was coming across from his position, as it's going to be Jack Grealish. Can he beat the wall and beat Dragowski? I mean, he's decent as Matt Target steps over it. Jack Grealish with a floater, and it's a cracking save. Needed stopping, so Villa definitely not out of this game. Got to get this out, as it actually was Zima who got butt, and Ollie Watkins with the header, who scores straight away from the corner. We've got to sharpen up, boys. We have dominated the first half an hour, but Villa take the lead through a set piece themselves. After a free kick that needed saving, the corner just treacles in, just moves at that front post. Who is it? Souček. It's Thomas Souček not chasing his man with the wristbands on. And that is very, very poor from one of our best players to let Villa take a 1-goal advantage. And with 2 new signings, 2 fresh faces, that is, in Dykes, oh, doesn't play of course, but in Golovin, and of course the bit of form that we've been on recently, I thought it would be a lot better in this one, but no. As Alexander Golovin with the ball right here, one of his first touches of the ball, even just before half-time. Shows you how much we haven't got him in the game, as that's Souček giving it out wide to Goncalves on. Goncalves tries to get it across net, and it's a corner of our own, so can we reply with the same type of goal they got? Zima again, just over the head of the big man, as now it's on to Paulinho. Tackled by Golovin though, fell for us, but falls away to Grealish, and that is going to be a half-time. It is 1-0 to the Villains at Villa Park, as it's a very, very disappointing first 45 minutes. Should be in the lead. Very frustrated would be an understatement, as Kufal has a free kick here. Just gives it to the side into Declan Rice. Now onto Max Aarons, who gets it through the middle onto Thomas Souček. Tackled though right in front of him from Bruno Guimaraes, as now it's going to be Villa to come at us. Ollie Watkins steps inside, and it's chipped over the top. Win that header, Kufal. Brilliant. As Golovin can't even turn out. Not going well, as Sanson again turns in. Grealish onto Sanson, who scored against us in the first season. One more pass. Aarons had to deal with it. Trezeguet down his throat, which of course is not a player you want down your throat this season. Really well, as it's back in the middle to Watkins this time. Tries to 3D it back through to the Egyptian, and we've blocked it this time as Souček to get it out, and we need to get out ourselves. Borja Mayoral done nothing this game as he passes it off to Ollie Watkins. Can we get it back through? It's not Watkins as well, it's Max Aarons, our player, as Mayoral still with it. Can he get across into Golovin, who's in the middle? Martinez with the punch, and Souček take 2 steps back. Appointment still continues there, as now it's Paulinho into Guimaraes. They've got to run through the middle. Just watching them now as it's gone through as well, and Dragowski had to be off his line quick. He does save us sometimes as the young keeper, as now it's Souček. I've actually queued him to come off as well because he's just not on it today as Golovin. Can he be on it? Gives it to Mayoral, now out wide to Aarons, who I was going to say I thought it should be Hammond on it now, as he does get the ball now. Jay Hammond with a shot as well, blocked. And it's a handball. I have no idea how that's given us a handball as well, because I looked at it first, I thought the camera angle's just got a bit skew whiff. That's usually when something is given, and something has been given. We have a penalty for nothing as it hits the underneath of his leg, and Trezeguet coming off. We've got Souček and Hammond coming off now as Felipe Anderson comes on, and it's given to Goncalves for the set piece, for the penalty kick. Who's got the best ones? Is Golovin any good? No, he isn't. Give it Mayoral, as Borja Mayoral against Emi Martinez. And why did it chip? I have no idea why that ball was bouncing. A very weird one. And now they have an advantage coming forward. Counter-attacking again. We've had all the possession as it's into Sanson. Tries to turn Koufal, and it's a perfectly timed tackle to keep it at 1-0. But should be 1-1. Really bad chance. Not taken by Mayoral, who's been really poor this game as well. Might even put Dykes on. That's how poor he's been, as Golovin just going in circles a little bit. Can we get a bit of support? Now into Aribo. Aribo with the back heel down to Rice, as it's now into Mayoral. Can he score right here? It's off the side netting. Done everything, absolutely everything but score in this game now, as Aribo to the side. Goncalves, Koufal with the overlap. Everyone's booked as well, as Vladimir Koufal still going. He's got Golovin taking a step back in the middle. Golovin for a debut goal, blocked. Bastoni, can we put a header in? We put the pressure on, but it's still not enough to push Martinez past his own line, who has to get man of the match. Just has to, with the way he stopped all our shots and counters, which we've had plenty of, as now it's Jack Grealish on the ball for them. Zima coming across, got to be careful he doesn't connect, as they've got men running in the middle. Jack Grealish, Diop coming across, getting the tackle in. But still, we've got to try and get forward, as what a ball, Pedro Goncalves into Felipe Anderson, as can we get a late leveller? The man who's leaving to Milan at the end of the year, bangs on the post. Lyndon Dykes can't react, as that's inexperience at the Premier League. And that has cost us the draw. We're going to lose the game, I think. However, Aribo's won it back, and it's back in the middle to Golovin, who hits it just wide. What a chance to get a leveller. In a game we have absolutely dominated away from home, we end up getting 0 points, and a very, very frustrated aftermath. 2 shots, 1 on target for them, 12 shots for us, and 2 on target. Shows that we had so many chances, but just did not take any of them in the slightest. All skew whiff, as we've got to move on 2 days after to West Brom after 2 games beaten now. Manchester City and Villa, where I didn't get to want to get beaten, as Jaden Abbott's got a loan deal from Preston. We'll delegate that, of course, just to a normal loan and try and get him out. And here we go into the next round of the FA Cup, as it's a bit of a dodgy team, but it's got to be played because got to focus on the league. If we lose both these games, I'll be very frustrated. With Randolph in goal, Johnson, Niakate, Ogbonna and Masuaku at the back, with Felipe Anderson, should have scored late on, Rice, Aribo and Golovin on the right this time, as Lanzini's going to go central, with Lyndon Dykes just in front of him. A bit weak in the striking department. I do want to get that one player I mentioned earlier on into the club. And yeah, it's just about getting the money for him. Hopefully if we win this, we get a couple of extra funds before the window has finished. As come on, let's get it wrapped up. They look like they're going full strength as well. It's going to be a quick simulation against Big Sam, their ex-West Ham manager's team. And we're out of the FA Cup as well. What a shocking start to this episode this has been. It's Nat Phillips, Grant, and then Lyndon Dykes gets one in the 90th, but we even strengthened the team and it lost to West Brom. As yeah, the last game that we play in January, we can't make a signing just yet. We've got 5 million in the bank, and the one I want is about at least 10, plus the wage, of course, as these sit in 6th position, like 9 points above us. It's going to be hard. And even though it played bad, I'm just going to go with the same team again, because the other rotated team lost to West Brom, so you can't know what you're going to get. Dragowski in goal, Koufal, Zima, Diop and Aarons at the back, with Hammond, Rice, Souček, Goncalves, Golovin training to be a cam full time now, and Mayoral, who was just absolutely shocking. Really, really bad against Aston Villa, but then again, last time out against Liverpool at home, he got these 2 goals. Can he do it at Anfield? And here we go against Jurgen Schmergen's team, as it's going to be in goal. Alisson still the goal scorer. Trent Alexander-Arnold, Skriniar, Van Dijk and Robertson. Beat them last time, even though they're really strong. Thiago, Fabinho, Luka Modric, Salah, Firmino and Jota preferred to over Mane. He's still at the club. He is. He's on the bench. Dumfries, Tomiskas, Origi still there. You know what can happen in the last minute with him, so got to try and get a lead early on. This, of course, was our opening fixture of the whole save in the last season, or the first season, but is the last one as well, as that's a dodgy tackle, surely by Van Dijk, and Golovin very angered by it. However, we've got a tackle in on them with Zima, and he gets booked. Oh, this is just absolutely shocking. It was basically the same tackle as Van Dijk with a cross now. The man who's got away with one. It'll just be the Anfield crowd, I bet, as Fabinho around the corner to Firmino. At least they can't score from anything, as Zima now has it out to Souček. One more on to Declan Rice as he's going to run forward. Mayoral in front of him and Golovin either side of him. This is going to go to Golovin through the middle. Can he get his first West Ham goal here? Tries to chip the keeper off his line. And it was worth a go. I am not angry with him, even though he might have scored one-on-one with a driven shot. I went for the chip instead. As can we get the header with Zima as well? No, we can't, but it's going to be a free kick to them. Very, very close. And I don't know what it is. When we play Liverpool, we just put 110% effort in. And we do need to at this point as well, with how other results have gone. As Skriniar gets that away. I don't think him and Van Dijk work together. As Rice out to Mayoral. Goncalves with a chance and he's missed the target. It should not just be 1-0, but 2 by now. Humongous chances against Liverpool to take a lead, but haven't took any of them, as now it's Andy Robertson back into Virgil van Dijk. Across now to Skriniar as they're going to come at us. 20 minutes almost, but Souček reads that one. He's better than he is against Villa already. Actually done something. With now Pedro Goncalves on the ball, and he's going to run it down this line. Get a bridge going, yes. Get another bridge going, yes. It's good touches, but it's took him a bit out wide. And it's Robertson watching him, as he did have a run in the middle, using that as a decoy, as his touch is absolutely horrific. But it does fall back to Alexander Golovin, as Declan Rice keeps hold of it onto Souček again. Can we find Alex in the middle? We do. Now onto Rice, round that corner. Look at the passing. Golovin with a step away from Van Dijk, and it's just blasted over the bar. Really good football from West Ham. If we don't do the double against Liverpool now, I'm going to be frustrated, because we've had chances to score 3 goals and they continue to occur, as now it's Souček down the line with the ball around the corner to Pedro. Pedro to whip it in first time, just behind, and Skriniar, when he takes that ball down, he likes to take more than one touch. So boys, get on that, as Declan Rice around the corner. Golovin into Souček, tackle by Virgil, and Modric with a chip out here as Liverpool look to come forward for the first time in age. Is he going to reach that? He is. No, that went out of play. That went miles out, as Liverpool continuing. If they score from this, it's very dodgers. It's a save, but he's given a penalty. He went out of play. Someone get a VAR check on that. Like, if this was a penalty in real life, there'd be a VAR check for the thing that happened before. Surely, as he's just hit Salah in the ribs with his knee, or just gave him a dead leg or something like that, as it's going to be 1-1, isn't it? Mohamed Salah, no, saved it, and even 1-1. What am I on about? We haven't scored yet, as they don't score as well. Penalty stopped. And can they even stop our counter-attack? It's Jay Hammond. We've dominated the game, but we might actually get a better chance if there's less defenders there, as Declan Rice around the corner now. Borja. Can Borja get an angle? Went to give it back to Declan, but tackled by the big man again. As this has been an eventful 0-0 first half. So many chances for us, and then a huge chance for them, which they didn't deserve. Jota just let to go out of play. We've got a yellow card with Zima early on, which shouldn't have been a yellow. Liverpool just getting favoured left, right and centre. As now Fabinho round to Salah, into Firmino again, tackled by Zima, as if we pass this out. There we go. It is half time. 1-0. Let me correct myself. I keep thinking we've scored. We've had that many chances. We should have scored. Let's make sure we do in this second half. And here we go. Liverpool starting off with the ball, because I do think Klopp's going to give him an earful after that. It was not what I expected from Liverpool, as Modric gives it back to Fabinho. Run through the middle, who is being watched, which I love to see, as Thiago does still get it though. And a great little tackle from Aaron to have a really good skill. And it's a really, really poor finish from Roberto Firmino, as he just tapped it. Literally tapped it straight into Dragowski's range, as it's a counter-attack as well. Max Aarons, who's just done the defending on the attack, as can he get this at the back post to Golovin for his first goal? He's put it wide. Alex, come on, you have to score. As why is there a goal line check on the penalty? I mean, isn't that obvious it didn't go in? I don't have a clue what they're doing there. As Diego Jota now with the ball into Roberto Firmino, back to Fabinho himself, as we've got so many players on yellow cards, and Firmino in the middle now. Diop with a tackle. He didn't even get booked for the penalty. Shows how light it was, as now it's Golovin. Going to chip it through to Mayoral, who just didn't set off running. Very, very poor. We do need backup for him, because Lyndon Dykes can't perform that much off the bench. He missed that big chance against Villa, so I think we do need a second striker in before deadline day. as that's a good pass across into Zima, who's trying to skill pass. What are you doing, David? As you needed saving from Issa. Yeah, Diop just getting behind, as that could have been us behind altogether. Goncalves on the ball now, though, into Kufal, as let's go forward into Declan Rice, now out wide, is onside into Yes Hammond, put that across the box. It was meant for Golovin, who was just too fast, as we have won the ball straight away, though, and Max Aarons running the line into Mayoral. Souček run around as Declan Rice I'm going to go into now. He's going to pass it across to Hammond. Just can't get this gap in the middle. Skriniar and Van Dijk, despite not working really well together, are, of course, amazing defenders, as it's now in the middle to Rice. Went to go around the corner, and Trent this time reading. Golovin, though, now on it, as he's going to go back as well into Firmino. Out to Souček. Goncalves, yes. Good sidestep into Issa Diop. As let's run forward again. It's a Diop. Oh, just avoided a little tackle there. As I need to make some subs as well. But Declan Rice through. And what a poor pass. Probably should have kept the ball, but I just panicked to get it to Golovin, who had better shooting. And it was a very, very poor choice from me. I'm going to be a draw, methinks, as I made all 3 of my changes. Dykes coming on for Mayoral. I don't know what's happening with him lately. Felipe Anderson for Hammond. Or not actually Hammond. No, Masuaku for Aarons. And then Aribo for Rice, who needs a rest. As now it's into Dykes himself, dropping back a little bit. He might have a good hit from this range, but I'm still going to try and get it out wide now to Hammond, who's going to give it around the corner to Masuaku. Give it back in that middle. Yes, Golovin looks to go around the corner, and Alex still keeps it. Can he get through the defence? Can he backheel this into Joel Aribo, but just put away from him? As at the end of the day, I would take a draw in a game that really should not be 0-0. A penalty miss, loads of chances early doors, and yeah, it's just petered out all game to end up this result, I think, as Thiago gives it back, though. Liverpool still with the ball. However, they don't deserve a goal, as there's only one team that's been the better team in this game, and that has been us. As Lyndon Dykes running down the wing. Hammond at the side of him. Get it through that gap past Trent. Golovin running in the middle. Hammond with a chance to cross back post it to Goncalves. Win that Souček, yes, but still doesn't get back into the box as Jota running away with it. And that is full time. 0-0 with the Red Men. Definitely not a bad result, despite them being in 6, which is very disappointing for them as well. This result will be disappointing as we dominated at the game. Mixed feelings. And yeah, point wasn't the best result. Well, the way the game went, it really wasn't. Yeah, I'm trying to think of excuses how it was good, but really wasn't. As let's have a look how much money we've spent so far. We're actually at the back, aren't we? Should have just gone the easy way around. Tottenham spending 83 million. We've spent 38, which ain't bad. I mean, it's more for January, but ain't bad. We've got one crucial and then one backup, which I think we need someone in between, a rotational player. And I've got one in mind, but we need more money. I'm not forcing anyone out of the club at the moment. I don't really think there's anyone I want to sell. Maybe Lanzini, because we can get another cam in the summer, because Felipe Anderson, of course, is with us till the summer. Then he leaves, as the player I want is quite cheap, but he's still more than we actually have to offer. I'm going to have a look at him. Just before that, we have got a message. Is this a transfer? It's Dragowski from Leipzig. It's a good bit of money, but I am going to reject that because a keeper's something you can't replace. It is a bigger club. Hopefully he understands he cannot be moving. As let's go to the transfer hub and show you the player I want. I've only got 5 million, so I don't think I can get him in. It is Miroslav Orsic, who, yes, it looks like I've got to spend about 12 million on this guy if I wanted him in. No other replacement strikers. Aaron's is like, they want 20 million for him, which is ridiculous. So I think that might be us done. At least I know some players for the summer, alongside the suggestions I get, of course, who are still being scouted. As we've got one message from the office. Is this a late transfer? It's Hammond from Atletico Madrid for almost 40 million. That is a good sum of money, but I think we can get a lot more in the future if we do sell him, so reject that. I think I've got to be realistic if the transfers are like during the window, but if they're on deadline day and someone wants someone and it's like a big money move, I think I can reject it because I can't really get a backup in that time. As there's nothing on the final day, a really crap deadline day, but of course it is January when it is slowed down. And we've got 4 million for next year to shove onto the budget. And I think with the way the episode's going, despite the team having a well-earned rest after deadline day, I'm going to end it with Fulham. I am going to end it with Fulham. So yes, short on the games. I probably should have simulated this one and played West Brom, but I never knew I was going to lose West Brom, did I? And I thought I was going to be playing Lille, but I don't want to risk playing Lille with how bad we've been today. I want to be fresh tomorrow and try and beat them in the Europa League, because that's a trophy we want to win. As we've got Dragowski in net for this game, Kufal, Zima, Diop, Aarons, Hammond, Rice, Souček, Goncalves, Golovin, and Mayoral. Just wanted to show you the team to show you that Golovin's gone up and is now a cam. It only took him a week, so let's try and beat, hopefully, a week, get the play on words there, Fulham side at home at the London Stadium. Here we are in Stratford. Bettinelli in goal, Christie, Hector, Ganagon and Robinson at the back, with Seri and Johansson in the CDM positions for Gouli, Kearney and Cavallero, with Morelos up front. For Gouli, nice to see you, mate. Hanging out in Turkey recently in the Super League, but now back to face his old club, who he really didn't kick up on against. Oh, what did I say there? I meant to say kick on for, not against, as, yeah, he was supposedly like the next Mahrez, but older, and it never worked out for him here at the Hammers. I think he took some time out on loan and then just got permanently transferred again. So Seri on the ball gives it to Fagul, as now it's back in the middle. Jeff and Johansson just chasing them down now, as we do desperately need 3 points. Last time out in the snow against Manchester City, we were absolutely fine. We were perfect with the results we got. So let's hope to try and get a good one again in the snow, as it's Declan Rice. Gives it forward. Very, very poor passes. Hammond, that will go into you. And Fagulli beat you to it, as now Seri round the corner. Focus on Tom Kearney in this game, as Fulham starting off the brightest. They're going to be trying to avoid relegation. Let's put them down there. If I want anyone relegated, it's a rival team in London, as Diop with a good tackle, but Fulham still coming at us here. Ball round the corner. Aarons with the read, and Fagulli with a great turnout. Got the tackling on him. No advantage given. As get there. Goncalves, that's a foul. As we're going to still play on there. Can he get that one as well? No. Cavallero jumping over. Fulham really good in the very fluorescent yellow kit. As now it's Morelos on the ball again. Round the corner. Cut out finally. Need it to stop, as Kearney, oh my days, has turned us. And Tom Kearney with the chip. Dragowski runs into his own man. And why does Hammond not just come across to knock that away from Morelos? I could not control him. I literally could not get my controller to focus and fixate on that guy, as Alfredo Morelos just left to tap it home. He scored the winner against them when the beat us at the Cottage first time round, as Dragowski stood no chance. He did really well to save the chip, but ran straight into number 3. Don't know who that is, as it's just hammered into the back of the net from Morelos. Can't say they've not deserved it. It's their first shot, but they've had all the possession and just all the control of the game. So now we're left at home to come from behind. It's stupid. We did better against Liverpool. You can see they don't want to get relegated, as now it's in the middle though to Thomas Souček. He's going to look out wide to Goncalves, who looks like our only star this game. Getting on the ball quite a bit, as Kufal into Golovin, as this is the longest we've kept the ball for. Golovin back on it. Across. Cut out. Borja. What is going on, mate? The striker not doing very well, as Golovin tries to get it around the corner and blocked again. Just doesn't seem to be a way out in this game for us, as can we win that? No. Kufal beaten to it again. They're just first to the ball. They're knocking it about with pride and confidence, as Declan Rice actually gets an interception in here. Can we do the same? No, because Goncalves' touch, like his shot there, was absolutely terrible, as now it's them to come at us again. Declan Rice with another read, but I don't think we've got time, as Hammond now with a crap touch. What is going on at this club? It is, of course, 1-0 to Fulham at half-time, and I'm surprised if the fans don't want me out after that. It's been a terrible couple of weeks, and that performance really does sum out how poor we've been in our performances. It's getting on my mind that much. I am just literally forgetting what I want to do and what I want to say, because I can't control the boys properly. They're embarrassing me, as now it's Diop with the pass in the middle though now to Declan Rice, as Souček through that gap now into Mayoral, as he's got a man at the side of him running in. Declan Rice, can we level this up straight away? Declan missed. Declan has missed. As for now, it will remain at 1-0, but Rice should have scored that. Dodgy kick, that as well. I think it was handball with the advantage sign coming up, as that's a good ball down the line. Pedro, I want you to drive this time instead of messing anything up, because your touches are shocking as it is. As that's a good ball, though, down the corner. Brilliantly timed. Souček, handball maybe? No, nothing given. So we're going to try and rebuild with Goncalves. Rice through the middle again. One more. On to Alex Golovin for his first goal in a West Ham shirt, and get the ball. I'm not happy with this performance. He has his finish now in this game, and after being signed literally 3 games ago, he does have a goal. Very nice as well with it, as it's just passed in the side. Declan Rice with a beautiful flick on, and it's outside of his foot to beat the keeper. We need another. We desperately need another. I'm not going to be happy without one as Seri took out by Declan Rice. Still going to play on though as win that Souček. Does get the slide in but still falls to Alfredo instead of Mitrovic this game, and really has proven why he should be in the team. Free kick for him as this a Diop wrong-sided and did take him out, and now with just about 25 minutes of the game, Seri actually injured, they have a chance to get back in the lead, but poor header. Josh Onuma now on for Fulham as they look to dominate the game a bit more, and Zima, you're just playing with ice literally at your feet and then giving a free kick away at the edge of the box which they could just slam home. When we had a bit of momentum, they have just drained it away, and it's Faguli as old player who takes it and really does miss it as Masuaku is going to come on. Just need a bit more attacking prowess now and experience over, of course, the other guy. As why didn't Declan Rice get locked onto that? I passed it to him with Diop, and we have made the tackle in reply as now it's Souček. Give it down the line into Rice. There we go. Good exchange. As I can't believe Mayoral's still on the field. I'm looking at him whilst I'm thinking of what to do with the ball every single time because he has done nothing. Now got to save players for the big one. We have Lille, of course, the week after. I'm going to keep on playing Mayoral. I'd usually rest him, wouldn't I? Top scorer, but he needs to get his confidence up. So I have took off Golovin, who scored, as Hammond's got a run through here as well. Jay Hammond, we still do need a strong team in this one to try and get the win as he runs into danger. Mayoral comes away with it. Borja, please get a goal for yourselves. Oh, and it's blasted wide. He has failed under pressure. He's going to get left very hungry indeed. Zima with that header down into Lanzini as Manuel passes it to the side of him, and Hammond with it now. Hammond turns out to be a really bad passer as it's now back into Kearney, chasing it about still, but they've given it to Felipe Anderson and we're into added time. A win here would be really good before Lille. Can we do it? Mayoral, Declan Rice making the run on, but Christie reads it and it's blasted out from Bettinelli to end the game at another draw. Not a bore draw, which I'm going to say. I don't think both of us draws have been boring, but not what the doctor ordered. 2 points out of 6. Actually, 2 points out of 9, should I say. We lost the game before. Not good enough for this episode. And the elephant in the room being no win in 4 before we have the biggest game of our seasons, actually, so far against Lille away from home. We'll have to see how we do tomorrow. I'm going to end this, I'm going to get some rest, and I'm going to try and improve tomorrow, because today was disgusting. So thank you guys for persevering and watching this episode. Like, comment, share, and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you do not miss an episode at the end of this, as I will see you guys all later. Take care in a bit. Also, if you want to see the Euros prediction videos, that was out yesterday if you missed it. Just had to put that in there. And peace.